We're going to dive into these hidden walls we all seem to have and why, for some reason, we reach for a poison just to feel closer to each other.
And it all really kicks off with this quote, right? It sounds harsh, but think about it. We are wired to be social, but so often it feels like the hardest, most miserable thing we have to do.
So let's get into it. What exactly are these hidden walls that we're all building around ourselves?
Okay, so deep down, every one of us craves real connection. But there's this constant battle going on in our heads, right? We're terrified of being judged, of being rejected, of just saying the wrong thing. And that fear, that anxiety, it builds up these invisible walls of insecurity that keep everyone out, even when we want to let them in.
So if we're all kind of trapped behind our own walls, what's the escape hatch? Well, for thousands of years, humanity has reached for the same chemical key.
Now this is where it gets really interesting. We think of alcohol as just a drink, but look at its origin story. It's not a beverage, it's a biological weapon. It's a poison that yeast literally creates to kill off other microbes competing for sugar. And somehow, we took this poison and turned it into the key we use to take down our own defenses.
So let's break down what's actually happening inside your head. The moment you take a sip, alcohol molecules begin this invasion, racing through your bloodstream straight to your brain. And what's their main target? The prefrontal cortex. That's the CEO of your brain. It's in charge of good decisions, impulse control, and basically stopping you from saying something you'll regret. But as you can see, alcohol's mission is to shut that CEO down. And once the boss is offline, your brain goes party time and releases a flood of endorphins, those amazing feel-good chemicals. And the result of this whole neurological takeover, everything feels lighter. That heavy weight of self-doubt just lifts. Those hidden walls start to feel like they're melting. You feel more open, more honest, more like your true self. Or at least, that's what it feels like.
But here's the catch. That feeling of freedom? It isn't free. In fact, as we're about to see, it comes with a very, very heavy price.
And that's exactly what it is. This shortcut to connection is a deal with the devil. All that temporary relief comes at an absolutely staggering cost, both to our bodies and to our society.
Just look at this. Let this sink in for a second. More people die every single year from alcohol than from all the wars on the planet, all terrorist attacks, and all car accidents combined. It's a number so big it's hard to even comprehend.
And beyond the accidents and the violence, the damage on a biological level is just devastating. We're talking about a Class 1 carcinogen. That's the same category as asbestos and plutonium. It's directly linked to causing at least 8 different kinds of cancer. And here's how. When your liver breaks down alcohol, it creates this toxic stuff called acetaldehyde. This chemical physically smashes into your DNA, damaging it and causing mutations that can turn into cancer.
To try and put just a piece of that damage into perspective, the number of deaths from alcohol-related crime and loss of control alone is like taking a city the size of Pisa, Italy, and wiping it completely off the map. Not once, every single year. And yet, after all of that, 2 billion of us on this planet regularly drink. So why? What is going on? Is our need to break down those hidden walls really that powerful that we're willing to pay this price?
And that all leads us to our final section, and maybe the most important question of all. Where do we go from here?
So we're left with this. If we know why we build the walls, and we know the devastating price of the key we use to unlock them, can we find a better way? Can we actually learn how to build real bridges to one another with courage, with vulnerability, without needing to lean on a toxic chemical crutch to hold us up? That really is the challenge, isn't it?